the most prominent League of Legends champions in the Challenger singles queue around the world. LoL enthusiasts know how the meta affects rank climbing, especially solo queue, and high ELO players are often the fastest at finding champions and playstyles best suited for any meta. The League of Legends 2023 rank season has kicked off, and after a month has passed, we're starting to see the first pool of players making it to ELO challenges in the single queue. With more and more players climbing the ladder, this will be a golden opportunity for those who want to test their skills in the most competitive environment possible. LoL enthusiasts know how the meta affects rank climbing, especially solo queue, and high ELO players are often the fastest at finding champions and playstyles best suited for any meta. That said, there are differences between different regions, and there may be different champions that are more popular in one region than another. In this article we'll break down the 5 most popular champions across North America, Western Europe, and Korea to see which picks are popular and which are unique to a particular region. Here are the most played champions in the Challenger solo queue in patch 13.1b. North America. Compared to the other 2 regions, North America has very few matches taking place at the highest ELO level, which corresponds to the most popular champion having a total of 1,367 matches, according to U.GG. For this patch, pick rates seem pretty consistent across the board, with a total of 26 unique champions possessing a pick rate above 10%. After having the highest pick rate in the preseason, K'Sante continues to be one of the most picked champions at high ELO on the North American server. His pick rate doesn't differ too much from the previous period, down just 0.1%, and his win rate remains positive, at 51.41%. That said, K'Sante is no longer at the top of the list and has been replaced by Karma. This is also the only support champion with a pick rate above 20%, 20.2, but she doesn't seem to do that well. Her win rate is below 48%. It's pretty hard to pinpoint the exact reason for this, but Karma can be safely picked as a blind pick due to the versatility of the skill set, which increases her pick rate. However, opponents can always find a way to disable her kit, making it less useful than expected. There are a few ADCs that Karma usually goes with, and it's not surprising to see some of them also have a lot of matches. After K'Sante and Karma, we have 3 ADCs on the roster: Caitlyn, Ezreal, and Varus. These 3 generals all have in common that they can all bully the enemy laner with difficulty thanks to their long-range poke ability. In particular, Varus and Caitlyn are emerging as the best AD carry when it comes to creating pressure in the bot lane in the early game. Between these 2 champions, Caitlyn performed much better, both in pick rate and win rate. Sheriff Piltover currently has a pick rate of 19.2% and a win rate of 50.3%. On the other hand, Varus is on the lower end, even more so than Karma, at 47.7%. Arrow of Revenge has always been a difficult champion to play in solo queue. Due to the lack of mobility compared to other ADCs, Varus is much easier to punish or let off guard. For Caitlyn, her grid 90 E gives her the ability to distance herself from enemies trying to attack her. Speaking of distance from enemies, Ezreal is the best ADC at this thanks to his archaeological teleport, E. Coupled with the fact that he's a good answer to champions like Caitlyn and Varus thanks to Mystic Shot, Q, it's no surprise that he has a high pick rate. Plus, the fact that Ezreal synergizes so well with Karma serves as an extra explanation for the number of matches played in Challenger so far. Karma, 20.2% pick rate / 47.95% win rate. K'Sante, 19.8% pick rate / 51.41% win rate. Caitlyn, 19.2% pick rate / 50.31% win rate. Ezreal, 17.9% pick rate / 49.03% win rate. Varus, 17.7% pick rate / 47.7% win rate. West Europe. The Europe region seems to have a similar view to North America when it comes to singles picks. 4 of the top 5 most played champions in North America are also the most popular picks in Western Europe. Varus, Karma, Caitlyn, and Ezreal are all on the list, proving the bot lane meta hasn't changed. The exception, however, is Nami, who is currently 5th with a pick rate of 18.4%. It's clear that Nami is on her way to becoming one of the strongest supports in the game at the moment. She is often picked with Lucian to form the famous Lu-Na bot duo, with over 4,000 games played together, according to U.GG, but Nami is also seen with other champions like Ezreal or Draven. Makai, Ryze, and Zeri all have a pick rate of 16.6% or more. Makai is the strongest jungler since the start of the season, thanks to the full AP build that's currently prevalent in the meta. Not only that, but he also provides a powerful ultimate with wide area control in team fights. On the other hand, Zeri received important summoner spells in the pre-season, pushing her back among the best AD carry. Ryze is the only champion out of the 3 with a win rate of less than 50%, but challengers acknowledge the strength of this champion, especially thanks to the return of the Scepter of Life with mechanics. Can be upgraded to a mythical item. This champion has a great minion clear and is a powerful roamer with his ultimate. The main problem is that it takes a long time for Ryze to get the necessary items, which is more difficult to achieve in solo queue, where everyone is testing their limits and trying to speed up the game. Varus, 23.8% pick rate / 49.72% win rate. Karma, 22.5% pick rate / 48.76% win rate. Caitlyn, 21% pick rate / 49.38% win rate. Ezreal, 20.1% pick rate / 47.3% win rate. Nami, 18.4% pick rate / 51.58% win rate. Makai, 16.8% pick rate / 52.2% win rate. Ryze 16.7% pick rate / 49.51% win rate. Zeri, 16.6% pick rate / 51.97% win rate. Korea. The Korean region is often known for making unique picks, and the statistics prove it once again. While they have Varus and Caitlyn both in the top 5, there are 3 unusual picks that appear more frequently: Sylas, Ashe, and Nidalee. While Ashe is emerging as a support pick in all regions, Sylas and Nidalee are regional specialties, especially Nidalee. With a 20.6% pick rate, according to U.GG, she was picked more than the West, Europe at 4.2%, North America at 5.2%. However, her win rate is stuck at exactly 50%. However, the female hunter requires the player to have time to practice as well as have a deep understanding of Summoner's Rift to be able to maximize her strength. Sylas was one of the best mid laners at the end of Season 12, and despite the arrival of new champions, he still has a big gap in the Korean leaderboard. The main reason is that because Korea's singles ranking revolves around finding the limit and taking the lead early on, Sylas shines as a perfect team fight pick. If a fight occurs within the first few minutes, the value of the chain breaker will increase exponentially. But it seems that Sylas' success rate doesn't seem to prove it, as he is currently having a win rate of less than 49%. Varus, 31.1% pick rate / 50.56% win rate. Sylas, 24.6% pick rate / 48.71% win rate. Ashe, 24.3% pick rate / 51.58% win rate. Caitlyn, 21.6% pick rate / 50.27% win rate. Nidalee, 20.6% pick rate / 50% win rate. Summary. The meta continues to be more or less the same across challenger rank regions. ADC champions are dominating the current meta, with Varus, Caitlyn, and Ezreal being the kings of the bot lane. Karma and Nami are the most picked supporters, but Ashe is also growing in presence in that role, especially in Korea. On the other hand, in other roles, we are seeing a lot more diversity, and the pick ratio between different champions is also quite uniform. However, K'Sante continues to be one of the top picks for top lane, despite the nerfs. Riot Games is bringing big changes to many roles in the latest patches. The Balance team has revealed some interesting support changes that could transform the entire bot lane in the upcoming patch 13.3. Until then, however, these will continue to be the most picked champions in the Challenger solo queue.